is here with us. I also want us to kindly, warmly welcome our two South African friends who flew in just for this program. And Ms. Suleka Sobantri, can you kindly stand up? Mr. Saul Molobi, can we give them a warm salute welcome? So whilst the rest of their colleagues are in South Africa and everybody else globally around the world, they came in and they'll be leaving as soon as the program ends tomorrow morning. They'll be leaving. So we'll now have the opening remarks, and this is from Professor Kele Manzai, and he's the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Probe College, and he's currently not here with us, and but he sent in a recorded message. So can we kindly have the opening remarks from Professor Manzai, please?
Madam Chairperson, keynote speaker, Honorable Deputy Minister of Education, Mr. Aziz Sajo Kamara, the Vice Chancellor Principal of the University of Sierra Leone, Professor Yadeli, Director, United Nations University, Professor Noah, the African Genius Awards founder, Dr. Malala, Dr. Adonis Abud, and members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps in Sierra Leone, our distinguished award announcer, Managing Director of the local commercial bank, Ambassador Dr. Kundayo Wilton Gergen, distinguished guests attending this event in person and following online around the world. I wish to join the chairperson to welcome you all to Probe College, University of Sierra Leone, the proud host of the 2024 African Genius Awards, the first outside of South Africa. As a symbol of its unwavering commitment to education, innovation, and societal progress, Probe College, Sierra Leone, feels privileged to co-host the 2024 African Awards in association with Priority Performance Projects at the University of Victoria. This partnership underscores the college's dedication to nurturing and recognizing exceptional talents, shaping leaders who will drive positive change in Africa and the wider world. This is exactly what was envisioned by the founders of Probe College in 1827, the first Western-style institution of higher learning in Africa, south of the Sahara. The 2024 African Awards, Genius Awards, marks a significant milestone in Probe College's journey, aligning with its mission to empower individuals with knowledge, skills, and passion for transformative growth. Today, we are honored to provide a platform for the announcement of the winners of the 2024 African Genius Awards. We recognize the significance of the identification, vetting, and selection of distinguished Africans who have contributed meaningfully to the development and transformation of our continent and its people. We, as a university, are called not only to build up the potential of these talented people to contribute, but to also track and highlight their achievements, which will serve as the standard for our students, colleagues, and Africans in general to emulate. This is how we can foster a culture of innovation and service to our people. I am elated to share that a member of faculty in the Department of Economics and Commerce at Probe College, Dr. Yakama Mati Jones, was nominated for this prestigious award, a testament to her dedication and commitment to education and community development. I wish all the nominees the best of luck and thank them for the meaningful contributions they have made to the development and transformation of our continent and our people. I thank you all.
we have deans, directors, heads of departments, faculty, administrators, members of the FBC and USL community are here with us. We have our student ambassadors who are here. And this is all part of the welcome to FBC, to USL, and to this event. I will now call on the Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of Sierra Leone, Professor Ian Levy, to give us an overview of the event and its significance. Can we kindly welcome Professor Levy?
Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to float on already existing protocol that my Deputy Vice Chancellor so eloquently put. Because I don't know who and who are here, but I know quite a good number of you, my Deputy Vice Chancellor from my PAM, and I happen to have met Dr. Kundayo Kilpin for the first time. I've heard about him, a very good banker, and it's a pleasure meeting you, sir. To all of the deans here and directors and some of the visitors, I want to say you are most welcome. My task here today is actually to give you an overview of this event and to talk briefly about the significance of it. I know there are quite a good number of people out there who have joined this event online, so I also want to extend my warmest greetings to them all, just like I have done for those of you who are here with us on campus. And to those in South Africa, I will say Kushe from Sierra Leone. That's our way of saying greetings from Sierra Leone. This particular event for me is very, very significant. The University of Sierra Leone, with its prestigious Furabe College, is proud to celebrate the African Genius Awards with you this evening. It is an exciting day for our institution. Just like I would say, it's also exciting for Sierra Leone as a nation. The African Genius Award is a prestigious event dedicated to recognizing and celebrating exceptional individuals from across the African continent who have made significant contributions in various fields. And some of these fields include science, technology, the arts, education, and even innovation. This is just a few of those that all of you might be aware of, but there are a host of other fields. Today's event is bringing together top leaders, innovators, and change makers to honor the extraordinary talents and achievements of our brothers and sisters in a manner that recognizes the spirit of our African ingenuity. The African Genius Award is an annual event that shines a spotlight on the outstanding accomplishments of Africans who have demonstrated exceptional creativity, innovation, and leadership in their respective domains. And oftentimes, even those that are deceased can also be recognized. The event aims to inspire the next generation of African leaders by showcasing stories of resilience, brilliance, and impact. This year's ceremony is happening here at Furabe College, one of 3 constituent colleges of the University of Sierra Leone. We have IPAM, the Institute of Public Administration and Management. We also have the College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. So these are the 3 constituent colleges of the University of Sierra Leone. And I must say, I am very, very proud that we, as a university, we are opportune to have been selected, and Furabe College, a shining example of that opportunity. This particular event will feature a keynote speech by, unfortunately, our Deputy Minister who was supposed to represent us is not here, but we have our Chief Technical Education Officer, Dr. Josephus Brahma Utosia, who will step in on behalf of the Deputy Minister technical education. We also have a reflection on the impact of this award by Professor Mawala, who happens to be the rector of the United Nations University, and the awards presentation by no other person than our Ambassador Dr. Ekundayo Walter Gilpin, who I will describe as the director of the Roque Commercial Bank, and he is here with us. There will also be a speech, especially by one person that has so well represented the aspirations of our university. I hope he's here, and he's no other person than Dr. Adonis Abu, who happens to be the founder of the Consular Corps of Sierra Leone, and a philanthropist, because he has contributed many decades in inspiring the young generation who graduate from our university. But I want to tell you that embodying our African spirit and gyrating to our cultural exuberance, there's going to be a live performance by the University of Sierra Leone Theatre Group. And this has been artistically put together by no other person than our own very Dr. Fatmata Taki, who I am proud to say I have witnessed some of the performances in the past, and I know this one is going to be exemplary. But the essence of such a performance is actually to foster collaboration and shared knowledge, and encourage you all to celebrate the richness of our African heritage from the highest peak, which is here at Frabe College on Mount Ore. The significance of the African Genius Award extends beyond individual recognition. It serves as a powerful platform for redefining the global narrative around Africa by highlighting the continent's rich intellectual and creative resources. The event also seeks to encourage investment in African talents and to promote development through African solutions to the continent's challenges. By honoring African geniuses, the awards contribute to building a culture of excellence and innovation that can drive the continent's progress and transformation. This year's event in Sierra Leone is particularly noteworthy, as it is the first time since the awards inception in 2021 that the event will be hosted outside of South Africa. It also symbolizes the unity and shared aspiration of African nations in their quest for development and prosperity. It is a celebration not only of individual achievements, but also of the collective potential of Africa to live in global innovation and creativity. To our listening audience out there, and those of you who are viewing online as well, we are proud to have hosted a unique experience with you from a campus that exceeds the age of many institutions, where its academic excellence flowed to reach many nations. We did rightfully earn the name Athens of West Africa. It was on this campus in 1964 that the Swedish zoologist actually collected the first species of frog, which came to be named after this very mountain on which we sit. And it was called Cadioglossa Aureli, or often referred to as the Mount Ore Squeaker, because this very mountain, Mount Ore, was the source, and that particular specimen was collected behind the zoology professor's house here at Frabe College. So, we as an institution are still worthy of discovery. So come and experience 197 years of history with us. Come and experience Frabe College and as well the University of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much.
Lessons as well. And I'm sure for the first time I have heard that there's a frog with the name of Ogiel attached to it. I think we really do not know the significance of the impact that Trowbridge College has made around the world in its 197 years of existence. Thank you, Prof, for that. And as we're sat here, we are online, we're via Zoom connections, in fact. We're on AYB Live, and we're on Liberty Online as well. And we hope that all the ones who are virtual are enjoying the program, just as we who will be here at the moment. It's now time for the keynote address, and this is done by Dr. Josephus Brymer, who is the Chief Technical and Higher Education Officer representing the Deputy Minister of Technical and Higher Education. Kindly welcome Dr. Brymer for the keynote address.
Good evening, all. Madam Chair, please permit me to stand on existing protocols and let me predicate or keep this as it were my short, very short keynote address on the two principles that I put very there. One is a philosophical principle. You can Google it, it's called Occam's Razor. In other words, what you can say in 10 words, don't say it in 20. The second one is brevity being the soul of wit. I like the very big and to the point. No Saturday and cowboy day. And I like being a cowboy on the Saturday. I bring you one greetings from the Honorable Minister of Technical and Higher Education, Dr. Hajar Namatulaiwi, who would have loved to grace this occasion, but circumstances dictated otherwise. The deputy was very, very ready to grace this occasion as well in her stead. But another official duty beckoned, and so the lot fell on Jonah. However, the difference between the biblical Jonah and this Jonah addressing me is that I did not attempt to dodge this assignment, but instead I relied on the words of the prophet Isaiah, and I'll quote that. Eche ego meted me, behold I send me. So colleagues all, behold your new Jonah. Today marks another epoch-making event in our continent and especially in our national history, but most especially in the lives of this very institution and our own very compatriots, Dr. Yakama Manti Jones and Dr. Ibrahim Parizo Dengue, who have made it to the final. We are proud as an institution, Trowbridge College, and by extension, the University of Sierra Leone, to be the first in hosting this enviable event outside South Africa. In light of this, I profound gratitude to the organizers, the likes of Priority Program, Performance Lab, Plus 94 Research, and other partners for making this event a reality. But one may ask, what is the significance of such an event for us as a country and even beyond? It is noteworthy, however, that the event serves as a platform where hardworking and creative minds are recognized. Furthermore, it contributes in no small measure in changing the narrative of our continent within the global context by highlighting our diverse and rich intellectual resources. By this, Africa, Mama Africa, continues to contribute to the global epistemic bank and our common good. This event not only serves to enkindle in the minds of young Africans of the need to be critical and to be of to be creative thinkers, but also to do things in ways that contribute to addressing our shared needs, the shared needs of our people in particular, and mankind in general. Let me end by saying that on behalf of the Minister of State and Higher Education and his Deputy, Mr. Sergeant Aziz Kamara, let me offer a profound gratitude to each and every one of you for organizing and gracing this occasion. To our partners who have joined us from other parts of the continent, I wish you an enjoyable stay with us and Godspeed when you depart the shores of beautiful Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. God bless.
I think Dr. Kenneth, having tried to fill in the books of the Deputy Minister, deserves a better round of applause. Thank you very much, Dr. Barima, for that. As we're counting down to the 200th year anniversary of the existence of Frobe College, we're happy to be able to have and to be able to host the African Genius Awards, and there are going to be many more activities leading to the 200th year of Frobe College. It's now time for us to have some entertainment, and this is done by the University of Sierra Leone Theatre Group. Can we welcome the University of Sierra Leone Theatre Group to the stage?
Good evening. When I say in, you say out. In. Out. In. Out. In, out, out. All right? In. Out. In. Out. In. Out, out. Out, out. In. This is the University of Sierra Leone, students of FBC, IBAM, and College of Medicine. And the group is founded and coordinated by Dr. Fatima. Today, we are here to present a performance titled Our Heritage. Oh yes, our heritage. This is our story. Yours, mine, and everyone. we have cassava leaf, potato leaf, potato, cane, dance in our cooking pot. This is the home of food. Kanya, Olele, Obiota, and many more. Behold, behold the home of Mother Yoko. Mami Yoko, what is my Mami Yoko? Mami Yoko, Mami Yoko. Mami Yoko, what is my Mami Yoko? Mami Yoko. Indeed, the land of Sengwe here. The lion, they can't sing again. The lion, they can't sing
University of Sierra Leone Theatre Group. He represents the three constituent colleges of USL, FBC, IPAM, and College of Medicine. So we have one more performance. CEO of Brand Hill Africa, a partner of AGA, the African Genius Awards. He saw us come all the way from South Africa to be with us. Can we welcome him so that he can tell us about the award process? The award process, how it starts, how it works, up to when we get to the stage where we present awards. So,
Program Director, the leadership and the management of the university, captains of the industry, I've invited this young man to come join me because he's one of the young luminaries in this country who should be celebrated. And I would say without any people of doubt that he played a very important role in us being in Sierra Leone today. But here's an interesting thing. We were meeting virtually even through WhatsApp calls, and we had a text conference, and he made very valuable interventions. And I was shocked when I came to Sierra Leone to find that he's such a baby. And I said to him, he gives me hope that Africa will indeed be in good hands because we have young men like him. And I even said, I believe in the principle of people-to-people contact. So the best way for me to recruit him to come to South Africa is to get him a wife in South Africa. I'm going to speak to his parents that we arrange a marriage for him so that he can move down to South Africa. Okay. He's a social media activist, and he's been doing excellent work in promoting the African Genius Awards. Let me give you a bit of historical context. During the turn of the 1st century, Pliny the Elder said, "Semper Africa aliquid novi." Basically, that means out of Africa, always something refreshingly new comes up. And for him, he was also speaking to Africa as a cradle of civilization. But we do know 1884, 1885 at the Berlin Conference, where European powers decided to dissect Africa into the 55 AU member states that we have today, that they launched colonialism. And with colonialism, then they conquered us and they destroyed our traditions and cultures. They forgot that indeed, during the turn of the 1st century, Pliny the Elder was impressed with the amount of advancement and sophistication on this continent. 1899, Joseph Conrad wrote a novel, The Heart of Darkness, in which he described Africa as a dark continent. Now, this is where we need to, the context in which we need to situate the African Genius Hours. Because we are saying we are building on the legacy of our forebears who mothered civilization for the entire world. All those European scientists studied here in Africa. And we are saying we need to reclaim our heritage as Africa. So we should look at this African Genius Hours within that context. We are building on the legacy of our forebears like Pixley Kaisaka Sele in South Africa, Kwame Nkrumah in 1963 when he called for the unification of Africa. And indeed, today we are celebrating the Continental Integration Project through the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement. And it is for that reason that we even have the Secretariat for the AFCFTA headquartered in Ghana as a tribute to Kwame Nkrumah. And for me, I would say, and this comes from South Africa, we strongly believe in the principle of people-to-people contact. And I hope in December is our festive season. I will see many of you visiting South Africa. And I have our son-in-law, he will come next year, so finalize this. Now, what we are going to do tonight, we are going to announce 13 geniuses. We received nominations from all over the continent. And we have a panel of judges with distinguished scholars and personalities. And they are not only from South Africa. And over the past 4 years, we had the University of Pretoria, the University of Johannesburg as our partners and a number of entities. But it's a privilege for us, and big kudos to the Foray Bay College for them coming on board as our partners and also making it possible that the African Genius Award got their truly Pan-African identity today by being hosted in a country outside of South Africa. So this is worth celebrating. So out of those many nominations, the judges managed to identify 13 geniuses who are worth celebrating. The 13 will then be added on by another 3, and these 3 we call them the outstanding geniuses. So you have the 13 ordinary geniuses, And above them, then you have 3 outstanding geniuses. The 16 are from 10 African countries. Like I said before, the nominations came from all over the world. And the 16 are joining a Hall of Fame that includes luminaries such as Chinua Achebe and Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Professor Chilize Marwala, who is now the director of the United Nations University in Japan. And in fact, with him, we should be against the Times list, which was released recently. They identified 100 most powerful people in artificial intelligence. And they excluded Professor Marwala, who got his PhD in artificial intelligence over 20 years ago. And out of the many that they recognized, only 6 are from Africa, and out of the 6, only 2 are in Africa. The other 4 only have African origin. So that is why the African Genius Awards are important, that we affirm ourselves as Africans, because nobody else will affirm us. Thank you so much.
And this is the process that is gone. We have a short video from the African Genius Awards, which gives us an insight as to how the process has been.
For AGA are a prestigious initiative by priority for people's parties. These awards are dedicated to recognizing exceptional Africans who have made a significant contribution to African self-determination, dignity, and excellence. AGA emphasizes the importance of problem-solving skills, efficient processes, and cost-effective methods in both commerce and social organization, key elements for the full emancipation of Africa and its people. AGA fosters self-confidence, self-love, and self-actualization. The awards provide a powerful counter-narrative to the effects of historical victimization and oppression, inspiring hope and working to reverse the humiliation of systematic self-sabotage. They motivate Africans, especially the youth, to strive for outstanding achievements and to live in a globally competitive Africa. These awards are open to all generations and are celebrated annually on the first Saturday of September, known as the African Genius Awards Day. We invite the public to submit nominations through our website, www.priorityperformance.co.za. To nominate, simply go to the nomination section, click the Click Here to Nominate option, complete the questionnaire, and submit your entry. Nominees must meet a specific criteria, including exceptional problem-solving skills, global competitiveness, self-love, and patriotism. Their performance must reach an extraordinary high level, worthy of the genius designation. Winners are chosen by an adjudication committee of 5 experts, with nominee verification conducted by Plus 94 Research, an independent market research company. The African Genius Awards, unapologetically African.
Unapologetically African. So that tells us that it's good to be acknowledged, it's good to see yourselves as Africans and to be proud of being Africans. And having Genius Awards, which looks for Africans around the world or people of African descent, to be able to acknowledge what they do, it pushes us very to be able to acknowledge ourselves, to love ourselves as Africans, to appreciate ourselves as Africans, to give support to ourselves as Africans. And as he said, if we don't do it, we should not expect anyone else to do it. So thank you very much, African Genius Awards, for 1, for the initiative, and 2, for coming to Sierra Leone to be with us. Sierra Leoneans, the 2025 nominations are still open. And we have had many Sierra Leoneans who have been nominated for the African Genius Awards. We've had people who have received, they have not received the Genius Awards, but they received the Outstanding Personality Awards. Dr. David Semge did some few years back. Kevin Doe has received this award. And then for this last court, we have with us Ibrahim Denke. Is Ibrahim here? Can you stand up? He was one of the ones. He is a young man who was nominated when the list finals, and he was the one who did the peace vote. And said, who did the peace vote for us from scout materials. Yeah, the talking votes. He was the one who invented that. And then, of course, Dr. Yakama Martin Jones. I'm not sure if Dr. Yakama is there yet. And she was also nominated for this 2024 awards. We're going to shift the program a bit. And we have the diplomatic remarks. And this is to be done by a friend of the University of Sierra Leone, a friend of Kobe College, Dr. Abdul Saboud, who is the Dean and founder of the Consular Corps. And he is not here with us, but he sent us a recorded message. And we have a recorded message, please.
The Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of Sierra Leone, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Florida College, the Acting Registrar of the University of Sierra Leone, the Chairman of African Genius Awards 2024 Organizing Committee, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. What further evidence does the rest of the world need to appreciate the fact that the African race is indeed corroborable? The harder you dash it to the ground, the higher it will rise. It is to the credit of the organizers of the African Days Genius Award for digging deep into the rich heritage of African brilliance to unearth and bring to us some of the continent's exceptional geniuses whose innate capabilities, dedicated practice, positive thinking, as well as technical skills or problem-solving abilities is worthy of recognition. It's not only inspiring, but paves the way for future masterminds and leaders across the continent. The excellent achievements of these heartbeats of progress, who are broken through historical and systemic discrimination, encapsulate the African world. They reflect the cross-section of individuals who have used their unique characteristics and skills to address challenges or to impact African society in ways that are uplifting, transformative, and which shape the esteem of Africans and inspire them to make significant contributions to the continent's development in different ways. The old aphorism suggests we should stop lighting the darkness and start lighting some candles. Today, aside all these, the totality of up-and-coming geniuses nominated and who have been found worthy of recognition have deservedly earned all the plaudits and no amount of adulation, as have been shown, can be regarded as being enough for their efforts to keep the halo above the shining light of Africa. I will continue to wax on about the significance of the day and indeed this ceremony, but time will obviously not permit. Aside this, previous speakers have done justice to the reasons why we are gathered here today in this historic city of Freetown, and the home of the first Western-style university in Sub-Saharan Africa, from where several epitomes of excellence, like those we are recognizing today, have emerged over the centuries and decades to inspire and uplift generation to greatness. An African proverb says, the lizard that jumped from the high iroko tree to the ground said he would praise himself if no one else did. This proverb explains essentially that even if no one is a witness to your exploit, it should be enough that you know of your own accomplishment. For years, I have been wondered why Africa, with some of the brightest brains who would readily match their counterparts anywhere in the world, are hardly remembered or recognized, both on the continent and abroad, despite their huge achievements. Why is it that only a few Africans whose accomplishments range from groundbreaking research to inventions that have helped to make the world a better place are honored with the Nobel Prize or other prestigious international awards? Why, in over 100 years of excellence, has no black African scientist won a Nobel Prize? Despite the positive impact of many Africans who now stand tall in their communities and globally as a result of their exceptional talents and revolutionary achievements, the reinforcement and misinformation about Africa continues to grow in the Western media. As a matter of fact, African geniuses and African excellence are rarely celebrated, and where there is grudging recognition after they might have far become over legal and other notorious inequalities. Such achievements are subject to a disparity in the coverage which is rooted in racial undertones and white supremacy. Therefore, as we stand in admiration of the brilliance of the nominees, we are reminded that within the innate creative embers of the African resides an untapped force yearning to burst forth, to help nurture and ignite our distinct perspectives and passions for transformative change, which the skilled global recognition system continues to gloss over or totally ignore. From the heart of NASA to several laboratories and research centers around the world, African geniuses hold up the universe in the palms of their hands and the cells of their brains. Despite several forces against their efforts, they continue to foster excellence and create collective joy in the shared struggle for global development, representation, and recognition. The last few decades, in particular, have seen the emergence of Africans desperate to fulfill the African dream, to ensure a reversal of our age-old proverbial inability to dance. They are lifting up a new banner which proclaims that no matter how full the river is, it still wants to grow. Even as the world continues to rob our continent of our best brains, the inherent genius is the African, as represented here, is a constant echo from the fore to the present, which ensures that the African will always find new ways to reveal him or herself to the world. For several years, we as a continent found it difficult to celebrate and invest in the intellectual and creative genius of our artists, entrepreneurs, and diverse spectrum of talents and expertise, which highlight the depths and breadth of Africa's intellectual capital and creative prowess. Those things that make us the giant center of the world, such as unfathomable resources, exceptionally brilliant citizens, humongous and energetic manpower, fertile land, beautiful weather, we refuse to turn into useful assets. But until the lion learns how to ride, every story will glorify the hunter. If the rest of the world will not recognize Africa and Africans for their achievements and what it brings to the table, we, on the continent, will do so ourselves. That is what today is all about. As we are gathered here on this auspicious day, the recent developmental strides in Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Rwanda, Botswana, etc. has led to a change of how the West in particular and the world in general sees us as a continent. Western nations are realizing that they cannot do without Africa. It is what has kick-started the new scramble for Africa. They are now ready to come to Africa and give the assistance that we require instead of force-feeding us as they used to do in the past. This is evident in the increasing number of diplomatic missions springing up in various countries on the continent and the dynamics of the cooperation on offer. As a member of the Consular Corps, the key mandate is to work with home countries to forge better relationships and collaboration. These foreign missions are there to foster opportunities and can help mobilize resources, foster technology transfer, and promote knowledge exchange. This is a game changer for African nations and makes it the right time to show our worth and let the world know that we are and have never been pushovers. As we seek to address the challenges of our people, it is time to start looking beyond the traditional colonial and trading allies and maximize opportunities, global partnerships, as well as engage in various collaboration with international organizations, regional bodies, and individual nations. At this juncture, and amidst the joyous occasion of today, we need to remind ourselves of the elephant in the room of African progress and elevation. I'm talking about the issue of tribalism, weak leadership, envy, xenophobia, unbridled rivalry, and the love for independence or anything further. Let us remember that it is only the teeth that are together that help each other showing food. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. It is all good to challenge the status quo, but we would do well also to realize that if the African continent must continue to make progress, it must not wait for foreigners to tell us what to do, but should do what those dictating to us and dangling their superiority doing in their various countries, by making the education of the citizens top priority. We must also not forget one of the barriers of acceleration of our growth, which is the typical attention of our gifted children, who will take over from the current battle weary heroes. The absence of funding and setting up of special schools for these gifted students continues to be obstacles to research and technological drive in the continent. African leaders need to pay special attention to the education of gifted children, otherwise known as geniuses, by building at least one special school for the extremely gifted and talented kids in every part of African countries to measure up with other parts of the world. Today's celebration is an indication that it is indeed well with Africa. Today, as you strain your ears to hear me, what will filter to you is the sound of the African drums beating ever louder than before. The message is clear. Time presses. Africa is in haste. No matter how much subjugation Africa, which breeds men and women with excellent brains, continues to endure, no matter the obstacles put across the path of our brilliant minds, 1.
Very strong message. We continue to give each other support, we continue to love each other, we continue to move forward and not depend on other people. We have now come to making the award announcement and for the presentation to the winners. Most of the people, all of the people who are having the awards are virtual. And they all have their profiles and their short videos that they have sent a message. Was to do this very grand event or activity, I would say. This action is to be taken by no other person than Dr. Ikundayo Walter Gilpin, the Managing Director of the Nigeria Commercial Bank. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Are you excited to be here? Are you excited? We're part of history. We're going to be part of the African Genius Award history. And we are more than gratified as Sierra Leoneans to be part of the storyline. Today, as Africans, we're proud to be able to recognize ourselves. Even as Africans are growing stronger in the wider world, having an impact in the wider world, we need to be known for the right things. Not just about famine and war, and about hunger and strife, but about excellence. Excellence in the sciences, excellence in the arts. To show that we also have the ability to be geniuses and also be creative. We're fully aware that success is not final. Failure is not fatal. But it's determination that takes you from point A to point B and makes you get to where you want to be in life. And as is said, little drops of water, little grains of sand, make the mighty ocean of the pleasant land. So if you cannot do great things at once, do small things with great effort. But ultimately, the small things will become great things. And that's why we're here today, to celebrate those who are doing great things in Africa. And as we go throughout this today, I want you all to be aware that any one of you can be part of this family going forward. Keep on working hard, keep on being determined, keep on being sure of what you can do. Believe in yourself. You've only got one you and one ticket life to make a difference, to have an impact, to leave an indelible impression in the sands of time, and also to be aware that fear can make you fail. For the inability to try is already a failure. So if you're afraid to try, you never become a genius. You never get out what is in you. And as Africans across the globe, we want to be known for the right things. Today we have quite a number of geniuses. 13 genius and 3 outstanding ones. The first one I'm going to call is Dr. Mark Nasila. Dr. Mark Nasila.
His research and application. Dr. Mark Nasila from South Africa. He is an expert in data science and artificial intelligence. His research and application in these fields have advanced technology and improved decision-making processes in various industries.
Wow, I'm truly humbled and honored before you tonight, accepting this prestigious award. I want to express my deepest gratitude to the African Genius Awards Committee for recognizing my work and contributions in the fields of data science and artificial intelligence. This award is not just a recognition of my efforts, but also testament to the power of innovation, creativity, and perseverance. I would like to thank my family, friends, and colleagues who have supported me in this journey. Your encouragement, guidance, and hard work have been instrumental in my success. To my fellow nominates, I'm honored to have been alongside such talented and brilliant individuals. Your work inspires me. I am proud to be part of this community. This award is not just about me, it's about the impact we can make together. I dedicate this award to everyone working tirelessly to make a difference in Africa and the world. Thank you again for this recognition. I will continue to strive for excellence, push boundaries, and inspire others to do the same. Long live Africa, long live innovation, and long live Africa Genius Awards. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Second nominee is Aya Chiba.
She is Aya Chiba from Tunisia. She is a prominent activist and former African Union youth envoy. She has championed youth empowerment and gender equality, influencing policies and inspiring young people across Africa.
Number 3, Patrice Amoah Jr.
Born in Ghana, Patrick Jr. is the founder of Ashesi University, a leading institution of higher education in Africa. His commitment to fostering ethical leadership and innovative thinking has transformed higher education on the continent.
The other outstanding African achiever is Siam Feda Kolisi.
Ntanda Kolisi. He is a South African professional rugby player who currently captains the South African national team. In 2018, Kolisi was appointed captain of the Springboks, becoming the first black man to hold the position, and eventually leading the South African rugby team to victory in 2019 and 2023 Rugby World Cup final. He and his wife Rachel Kolisi founded the Kolisi Foundation to alleviate extreme poverty, mentor underprivileged youth, and promote equality.
The next African outstanding achiever is Patrick Efera Ngowi.
Patrick Efera Ngowi from Tanzania. He is a successful entrepreneur in the renewable energy sector. His work has provided sustainable energy solutions to rural communities, contributing to economic growth and environmental conservation.
The next outstanding African achiever is Dr. Nkugoma Elsie Moflofe.
South African storyteller and activist, Nobuhlina Elsie Mhlophe is renowned for preserving African oral traditions and promoting literacy. Her storytelling has captivated audiences globally, celebrating African culture and heritage.
Sanibonani, I'm Dr. Mhlophe. I'm from Durban, South Africa, the founding director of an organization called the Namasiko Arts and Heritage Trust. We do a lot of work in the heritage space. We also record amazing stories about our continent. I am honored, I am humbled to have been nominated and be a winner of the Africa Genius Awards. I wish to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you who've been nominated, who are the winners, because not often do we get to hear positive stories about this powerful, wonderful land of beginnings, Mother Africa. So I wish to say a huge thank you and say I live on vitamin gratitude. This is the reason why we have to continue doing the best that we can, sharing all our efforts and endeavors, and do good for our own future generations.
The next outstanding African achiever is Professor Abdon Atangana.
Professor Abdon Atangana, Cameroonian mathematician. He is renowned for contributions to applied mathematics. His research has advanced mathematical sciences and their applications in solving real-world problems.
Wonderful. The next awardee for Outstanding African Achiever is Haja Sharif.
Marjane Sharif, Libyan activist. She is co-founder of the organization Together We Build It. She has been a strong advocate for peace and women's rights, contributing to the peace-building process in Libya and beyond.
Fambu, continue for watch. This is Liberty Online TV. Well, of course, today we did live for Abbey College. As of course, today we actually there for bring out to you live information with the African Genius Award, where they happen presently at Abbey College. If you watch from the screen now, of course, they don't give the awards them so far, and most of the people who get award, they are not Sierra Leoneans. Of course, you not get anybody from Sierra Leone with they part of the award. But however, we're still on the break now, as the program will continue, and of course, we'll look at most of the people who don't win award. If of course you don't follow the program, we get more people from South Africa, Cameroon, Libya, we actually don't win award based on waiting that they do, waiting at the contribution so far inside Africa. So of course, continue for watch. Send me your comments at the comment section. Send me inside the watch free form as we did live from the college, the University of Sierra Leone, as of course the African Genius Award they continue. Continue for watch and drop your comment at the comment section. We have for bring out to you all the very best of information so far as you dey watch. Mr. Liberty Television, and of course we did from the college as the African Genius Award they continue. Remember, say Sierra Leone are the second country so far, the very first country for host this particular award, as only South Africa belong to host this particular award. But however, Sierra Leone get the privilege, the opportunity for host this particular award. as you watch from the screen now, we get a lot of important dignitaries, students from as well, from the various universities across Sierra Leone, as we bring out to you live updates. Continue for watch, drop your comment at the comment section and tell me what you feel about this particular program. This is Liberty Online TV with me, Hassan Puma, and we present in Afrabe College for bringing out to you insights and the information we require inside the African Genius Award 2024. Just continue to like and share this particular live broadcast will be brought to you live at Afrabe College. Alright, Fambu, as you watch, this is Liberty Television, they bring you live update today, right now, Afrabe College. Today is a historic day as we observe the African Genius Award 2024. And of course, we're there with the initiator, the somebody where at least make like this particular award card. That's it. You can tell me your name and without you, as Fambu watching.
My name is Abubakar Jallo, and I'm the country representative and public relations manager for the African Genius Awards.
So, of course, how it feel like the award don't move away from South Africa for the very first time, and Sierra Leone happened for host this particular award today. So, how it feel like somebody where Ali we machinate, able to make the award card at the country.
So, I feel happy, I feel excited, I'm thrilled, elated. For let this happen because we've been pushing for this, for the events to be held outside South Africa. But in 2020, 2022, 2023, and we had the COVID-19, so we couldn't host it, outside South Africa. So this year, we thought it fit, to bring it to Sierra Leone. And, I pushed that, and then I had FBC on board. We had FBC on board, and then here we are hosting the AGS, in Sierra Leone. At Afrabe College.
Well, somebody when they watch go on for say, well, most of the people who will be in our not able to make it to the event, so waiting at some of the reasons behind that.
So there are a lot of factors behind that. One, work commitment, you understand, and two, the distance and traveling, you understand. And the AGS currently we don't get sponsors, so we are doing it all by ourselves, and we partners. So it's very, very expensive for fly some of them, bring them come as alone. But we hope that in the next coming awards in 2025, wherever we therefore go host next, we will get the winners them and the nominees them in person.
So what are the message you want for left to Fambu to watch you right now?
So I want to say plenty thanks to God Almighty, and also want to say plenty thanks to Afrabe College, for making this happen from day one. When we reach out to them, they were very, very supportive, and they ensure that, this awards, ceremony happen in Sierra Leone. And I want to also say thanks to my employers in South Africa, Dr. Sifo Sifalala and the whole Plus 94 research team and Priority Performance Project team. I want to say plenty thanks, for, putting your resources into this and ensuring that, we have the AGS hosted in Sierra Leone. Thank you very much, Sierra Leone. Thank you, Afrabe College. Thank you, the AGA.
Alright, thank you so much. My pleasure for getting.
Thank you.
Alright, Fambu, continue for watch. They watch Liberty Television. We presently at Afrabe College as we bring out you live broadcast for the African Genius Award 2024 as the event still occurs on. And of course, that allows most of the winners they of Sierra Leone, South Africa, Libya, Cameroon, we actually don't win award based on the way team they do and how they know they work extremely well for Transform Africa. Just continue for like, share, drop your comment at the comment section. We present in Afrabe College and we'll continue for bringing out to the live updates. This is Liberty Television. Continue for like, share the page and ensure that you stay glued as the event they carry on with the live that Fabe College is an African Genius Award 2024.
So I think we can stand now. Can we go? Well, I'll wait. Okay. Well, thank you ever so much. We're going to continue, but you want to have the luxury to see the faces of these particular achievers because I'm going to read them out for you. Maybe have the pictures, you can put them on screen, I'm not sure. But let's start first of all. The next outstanding African achiever is Dr. Nabil Tubia. Sudanese born Dr. Nabil Tubia is a pioneer surgeon and a women's health advocate. She's worked tirelessly to improve reproductive health services and fight against female genital mutilation, FGM. I give you Dr. Nabil Tubia. The next outstanding African achiever is Dr. John Amana. Dr. John Amana. Dr. John Amana is a Nigerian sculptor who has gained recognition for creating hyper-realistic prosthetic limbs for amputees, revolutionizing prosthetics in Africa with innovative designs that match the skin tone of black people. I bring you John Amana. The next one is Dr. Imitias Solman. Dr. Imitias Solman, South Africa. The founder of the Gift of the Givers, one of Africa's largest disaster relief organizations, Dr. Solomon significantly impacted humanitarian aid across the continent. I bring you Dr. Solomon. The next is Wangala Mwanga. Lamagana Mwanga. Zambian born, Mwangala Mwanga is a dedicated environmentalist. Her work in conservation and sustainable development has helped protect Africa's natural resources and promote eco-friendly practices. At the age of 12, she invented a solar water purifier to provide clean water to both rural and urban areas. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Dr. Mwanga. The next outstanding African achiever is Waris Diary. Waris Diary. Waris Diary. Somali-born Waris Diary is a former supermodel and human rights activist. She has dedicated her life to fighting against FGM and advocating for women's rights globally. I bring you Waris Diary. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the highlight of the awards. For we have here the African Genius Awards. This is great. This is the creme de la creme. These are extracted out from amongst the rest. They'll put their footprints firmly in the sands of time, as these three people are worthy of great recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand for the African Genius Awardees. Masudu Tusifularo. is a pioneer medical doctor who performed the world's first middle ear transplant using 3D printed bones. His innovative work has opened a new possibility in the field of medical science. Give a big hand. I really wish you had seen his picture. A very handsome man. The second one is Dr. Oluyinka Olutoyi. Dr. Oluyinka Olutoyi, born in Nigeria, Dr. Oluyinka Olutoyi is a world-renowned pediatric surgeon. He gained international acclaim for successfully performing groundbreaking fetal surgery, advancing the field of prenatal medicine and saving countless lives. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Oluyinka Olutoyi, African Genius. The last African Genius on the list, wonderful category of 3, is Teresa Kachindi-Tamoto. Teresa Kachindi-Tamoto, African Genius. Malawian traditional leader Teresa Kachindi-Tamoto is known for her efforts to end child marriage and promote girls' education. Her leadership has brought about significant social change in Malawi. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Teresa Kachindi-Tamoto. I believe and you believe that these are worthy recipients of these awards. They've put their footprints in sands of time, and they have worked hard to be recognized. Today we are proud to celebrate them. Tomorrow we are proud to celebrate more Africans, and we know and we're sure that these Africans are going out there to continue excelling, continue being renowned in the community and society in Africa and in the global world at large. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful time presenting the awards to you. Thank you.
I think we experienced a moment here where 3 people have been selected, identified as 3 geniuses of Africa. 1 from Malawi, 1 from South Africa, and 1 from Nigeria. I think let's give them a big applause. We're hoping that in 2025, we have a Sierra Leonean who will be part of that category, not just as an outstanding achiever, but as a genius. So, Mr. Minister, so please go and nominate people who are doing what you've seen. You've had the bios of all the people actually who are on the list, all 16 of them. Each one of them is doing something in the communities, they're making changes, they're working to help and support the poor. So we do have them. So let us find them, let us identify them, and let us push them on. Thank you very much for introducing. And when we do get the videos, once they're downloaded, even if it's during the meals, we'll be playing them. So you still get to see the persons who have won these awards and who have been recognized. I want to take 1 minute, and Dr. Yakama is Dr. Yakama here? No, not yet. I want to take 1 minute to have Ibrahim Baker, who was on the nominated list. Ibrahim, can you come off the list? Let us acknowledge and welcome Ibrahim. An innovator, to be on the list and what you did to get on that list. Abraham.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, fellow innovators and esteemed colleagues, Abiba is coordinated the innovator the first ever peace robot in Sierra Leone and Africa at large. The peace robot is a symbol of hope and a tool designed to support His Excellency the President, Retired Brigadier Dr. Julius Maada Bio, and the people of Sierra Leone in building stronger and more peaceful nation. During the time of our outreach, when it happens to be Sweden, they have a tendency to interact with whosoever that asks them questions about peace and non-violence. And the past history of Sierra Leone, it can tell you all you need to know about the peaceful nation. And the inspiration comes when His Excellency always starts his speech when addressing the nation with a peace and ends off again with a peace message. So that's how it comes about with developing a peace robot. And at the same time, they can serve as marketers. And they are there for whatever awareness raising that might need attention of the public. He can ask for their service and do a particular purpose which he asks them for, whether it's a message, whatever message, or selling your products out there. Thank you. Okay, the robots are being made out of waste material available here in Sierra Leone. The motorway responsible for the robots with the pedal, the bicycle front, the back, left and right. Now one of the motorway modern keys are the automatic motor for switch glass up and down. So now it's utilized for that particular purpose there. And some other functions there. Of recent, you get a behavior design for at first, I use this manual remote with RC car. I can't decode them for my own purpose, but this wireless signal not is strong. I end up for design a mobile app where no matter the distance around, I can lay at whatever distance and whatever function I activate at the app in the interface with the robots. And as I'm talking now, they are programmed for the AfriCell. Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah? Don't be like the ones who say, oh, we don't have resources. You go fair and you do, and now you're going places. Congratulations and well done. Okay, so now we're going to have closing remarks and we're going to have a toast. And this is by the African Genius Award founder, Dr. Sibuso Falala, South Africa. So can we all get our glasses ready so as he will propose the toast and no toast while afterwards we will talk out the internet service. God to show. I think we would ask that dinner is served now so that when you do come back after you serve, we're hoping that the videos will have been downloaded and you'll be able to see everyone on the screen.
Alright, Fambo, as you watch, it's a Liberty Television. We presented the Frappe College as we observe the African Genius Award 2024. And of course, this particular event, they come to the climax now as they don't give out the names of most people who win our award, as the name in West African, North African countries as well, will win this particular award. But however, there is much more expectation for the 2025 African Genius Award, where we're expecting for Sierra Leone to be part of this particular award. So if they watch from the screen now, they bring you live broadcast at Frappe College. For the very first time, they will host this particular award now. Of course, since it started in South Africa, at the very first time they Sierra Leone host this particular award. But however, one for thank you don't watch this particular award ceremony. Now, so we get to the climax of this particular award, as of course they don't give out the names of all the people who don't win the award. Continue for following Liberty Television, and we'll bring down to this particular report. We name now Hassan Kuba. Stay blessed and have a comfortable day. Bye bye.